Good. Meow. What for you, meow, little butt? Good boy. Mm. Hey, good boy. Crazy little fuzzy bear. Mm. Oh, Sam. Sam. You little floor scoocher. You little floor scooch cat. Hi. What's up? Oh, I've already tossed 2 foil balls to you. Give me a little break. There's only so much foil. All right, little nugget. Only so much foil. Mm. Okay. Bits. Oh, pardon. Oh. All right. I wanted some tunes. I don't need a lot of tunes, but I would like some tunes tonight. Hey, David, how we doing? We're probably not in for a long one tonight. I have a lot of test grading to do tomorrow, but I got to finish up these hands if I can. Moonrise. I could go for Leaves' Eyes. Saga. Oh, I'm tired. I spent a bunch of time downstairs just doing, just extracting the hell out of any and all, whatchamacallit, YouTube joy. And I was like, you should get your ass up in the craft room. David Arkin show. Sounds good. I just ordered a couple of new speakers. Good boy. This unit here doesn't work very well with my computer. Works great with the old Echo device, but not with a PC so much. That's too small. So I might swallow it. I'm thinking about getting you another foil ball. Yeah. You up for that? Would you actually chase it this time? All right. Hey! That is never a fun time. Silly cat's already out there ready to attack the foil ball. Here you go, knucklehead. Whee! Oh, he's a good fuzzler. All right, what do these guys need? They need backside cotton, I need a little bit more cotton on the, and then I need some wiry twists up. Oh, always kitty break. Particularly if it's late. I'm tired. Nice. Be very careful with the amount of paste we make. Actually, I don't have to be too bad. Oh, this is got time to order more glue as well. Oh. Actually, I should probably check downstairs. I ordered like 3 gallons of this stuff a year or so ago, and like as not, there's probably another gallon or so just sitting downstairs, hidden in all the clutter. Oh. So, paint does not go down there. Yeah. Yeah, everybody's had to do that with a hurt paw before. That or you're avoiding using the one tender finger. Been there, done that. A little thin. And we've all had those moments where it's like, nah, I'm sure this will be fine. I know the knife is aiming right towards my hand, but if I'm really careful about it, I'm sure I can. Ow! It's all fine. I know what I'm doing. Hold my beer. Why? Because I can't hold my beer with my cast on. Started doing a lot more work on this piece, but then realized that once I threw the burlap cloak on this guy, ain't nobody gonna see it. Yeah, I was doing hands last time I was working. I was just doing it off camera. I was listening to a podcast called Malevolent, which is a Lovecraftian horror story. Having a grand old time with that. But being that it's a podcast, I have one of two options with it. I can either throw it on earbuds or something like that and listen while I'm streaming and also try to talk to everybody else, or just have an off camera time. We got to do the hands for the great big giant beastie guy. Or I got to do more hand stuff with him. Yeah, last time I whipped up the two hands, bent the joints mostly into shape, got a base that I can tolerate. I'll 3D print a couple of connectors so I can put it onto the ends of the arms. But these guys have got to be in good shape first. Oh. Tomorrow we get to grade about 38 to 40 exams. It's a slightly lower number than I'm used to. Probably, yeah, I imagine. And then I've got the last 2 weeks off before school fires up again. I want to get that pumpkin shipped out. I want to get the video posted, and I want to see if I can get the new guy pretty much done. And then it'll be September, and we'll see. September is kind of when I start any project I start now. I do not expect to be done for Halloween, nor do I intend to rush it. So I don't like to do anything that's really got me humming in September. I don't want to ever be like, I like this so much, I've got to get it done for October. Oh my God, and you just end up busting your ass on it. Maybe it gets done, maybe not. No, I promised somebody a long time ago I'd make one for them. And I might be slow about it, but I keep my word. It's actually sitting next to me. I need to find the right box that I can be sure will get this to her without any kind of craziness. I mean, I promised it when I was living back in my old apartment. Oh, hey. There, so we gotta get these hands more schmexy. Whew. And then Halloween will come, and then I'll vanish for about 6-8 months. Finally sit down and play Baldur's Gate. Because I got it, I like it, but I just haven't had time to really park and play. Mm. Box that's stuffed the gills with padding, because that's what it's going to look like. Guaranteed. I've already been collecting stuff from my Amazon bits that have come in. Every last little bit of bubbly, air packy stuff I have been saving to mail this thing with. Yep. The game of mailing. Really been surprised with how much substructure is still showing on this thing. I thought I coated it quite well, but I guess not as well as I thought. Let's hope this October brings us some good new scary movies. Yeah. It's one of the things I worry about. Kind of wish like UPS or something had a, for $5 more, we'll actually take good care of it. We'll treat fragile like it actually means something. Yeah, well. It's only going down to, I think it's like White Plains area. So it's not a huge long haul. Yeah. Yeah, yeah. Didn't even touch that one. Unfortunately, anything that's got any of the old 80s horror folks in it, just no. I don't know. It feels like they just haven't come up with a new horror trope villain in forever. Like we got the 80s and 90s kind of gave us Freddy and Michael Myers and Jason and all that, but they haven't really come up with anything to top that. Yeah, I don't want remakes. I want something new. Give me a new slasher. I think about the closest they came was Scream in terms of something new. But with the cost of films, Hollywood just isn't really interested right now into making anything that doesn't already have the built-in audience. Just too expensive to make movies anymore. Alright. Well, you know, I want to do the base of the other hand before I get into any heavy decorating. It's kind of why right now I'm like, I'd love to see another Trick or Treat movie, but then I'm thinking, you know, the last thing I want right now is another Trick or Treat movie. They did it perfectly the first time. All they do now is just screw it up. Mm. But I'm very critical of my horror, unfortunately. Actually, I think the last movie that really did things well and new and differently was Cabin in the Woods. It's a horror movie, good horror movie, and it had an interesting new premise. It went somewhere new for once. Mm. I'll just turn my garage into my own horror movie this year, as usual. Oh. I haven't seen the new Evil Dead. I think my issue with Evil Dead is mostly like if it doesn't have Bruce Campbell as Ash, then yeah. Hey, Christine, how we doing? Yeah, I'm just so used to Bruce Campbell in those films. If I don't see him, it doesn't feel like an Evil Dead movie. So how's your evening going, Christine? Nice. Very nice. That should be a lot of fun to make. All right. So, speaking of make, now the spot where I can start going to town on these things. Very nice. It's definitely one thing I'm looking forward to with the coming of fall. It's cooler temperatures and reduced humidity. It'll take a little while to show up, but it always gets here in the end. No problem, Silver. I'm glad you got a good watch out of it. Fantastic. It's always good when you can get your creativity flowing on anything. Yeah, my big thing around here will just be waiting to see the kind of weather we get for Halloween night. But, you know, some years it's raining, some years it's nice. We accept all that comes to us with quiet dignity and peace of mind. And a lot of whining and shouting. And quiet dignity and grace. That was the line. Hello, Sunny. What's up? Oh, boy. Oh. Little fuzzy strudel, how are you? Slowly sinking. I'm guessing you're meaning they're sinking in the humidity. So nobody likes it when props start to slump. Good boy, Samhain. My fuzzle is in a rambunctious mood. Yeah. I remember a couple years when we had the really bad rain. A lot of the stuff was just, all right, haul the props in and let them sit. They need to dry out for about a week or so. I might not be able to get as much done on this as I want. Kind of going over the back of the hand, I'm like, if I flip this over to do the front, all the back is going to get misplaced and mislaid. Oh. Yes, they do. Yep, he's going to have... I already made kind of a wire crossbeam arm set. So on that will be mounted these two hands. And it'll sway a little bit to the left and right. And his head will sway to the left and right. And it should have lots of points of motion to it. And I really want these hands to have as much of the look of an integumentary system as I can. Which means they're going to take a little bit longer to do up and dry, but I don't really mind that at all. It will also solidify because there's a very thin wire inside there. And if I try to get too frisky with it, it'll bend out of shape. But if I set up lots of veins on it, then those will solidify and add structure to the whole thing. And consequently, I'm quite keen to do that. I think that's all I'm going to do on this one for the night. That's the back of the hand. The only thing people will actually see on this very much, though, is the palm. And so that's why I kind of want to do the palm on this one. And then I'll 3D print the connectors. Fix them on and witchwood over them. Light source for the head and a big burlap robity cloakety thing. And probably some weight adjustment, and then he'll be hovering. Oh yes, I've done it 1.5 times. Once for a friend's wedding, and then the other one is sitting up behind me. Oh, let's see if we can swivel and see it. Ugh. Wow, that is really not okay. So it's at the top of that shelf right there. And that's a witch and a cauldron and all that fun stuff. Oh, and that one's not TP clay also. That one is regular old fiber clay. That was from before I was doing the TP clay so heavily. I have zero doubts that the TP clay will be more effective at it. But the TP clay does also tend to get a little bit more God, there's no immediate word to describe to it what happens when you hit it with the water that hits a comparison. Suffice to say that if you hit the cellulose fiber clay with water, what you see is what you get kind of before and after. And the after is just a bit smoother. Whereas the TP clay has a tendency to kind of absorb that water, and certain little fluffles start to rise up a bit when you hit it with it. And then afterwards, it has a little bit more of the sag of drying, kind of pulls in on itself a bit more. But I imagine that's also down to how I make the clay and other various factors. But that tends to be my experience with it. But it sure sculpts well. Magnificently well. I'll probably come back to the fancy carve a little bit after Halloween. We'll see. I was just mentioning before that I don't like to start big project. I mean, I don't know how long that one's going to take to become awesome and finalized and amazing. And if I start planning on having it done for Halloween, and it starts sucking up all of my limited time in September, then I'll I'll feel all bad that I didn't get to it. But if I don't plan on it, then yeah. Mm. Nice. That should be fun. Load it up with some lights and see how it refracts. That should be a grand old time. Ooh. I know that tomorrow I'm going to be pretty brain fried after grading those tests. Just kind of hoping I don't sit around watching too much YouTube. It's been my curse of late. It's just, what's on? Some of it's been awesome, though. Like today was proctoring tests, and I had some beautiful ideas for stuff to try in classes for next year. Try to make some synthetic fibers. It's going to be great. Synthetic fibers and high voltage experiments. And it looks like I'll be doing some minor consulting for project-based learning stuff. But project-based learning is really tough without support. Support, funding that isn't like, okay, do a purchase order and maybe you'll have what you need in a month or two. Good. I've seen tissue paper used as a luminescent transit before. I'm glad it worked better than that, because tissue paper worked pretty well last time I saw it used. Wasn't my project, but it was somebody else's. So if it works better than that, you're going to have a hell of a good one. There we go. All right, that's the palm. That's about as far as I want to go tonight on that. So give me more impetus to craft tomorrow since I have paste left over. Speaking of polyfill, all the way back, thank you. Now stain up this beast. I got this brown mahogany stain. I need to check out. Oh, good. I'll look forward to checking that out when I pop off. Oof, pardon. All right. I don't know if I want to clean this one up or leave the bottle kind of dirty. The top I definitely want to clean up. The rest of the bottle, I'm wondering. Couldn't think of it. Let's see here. Oh boy. Short stream tonight. Alright, this is that annoying ass business page. I wish I could go back and unmake that whole thing. Come on, just do the thing. Groups. There we go. Groups I manage. The latest one I've got on here is just from Melody. Oh wait, no, here it is. Yep. There you are, Christine. I do remember this post. It was from, yep, several days ago. Nice. Yeah, that came out extremely well. All right, I am going to put this thing right here. I can delete this link. So I don't ever plan on checking my bank account from this thing ever again. Nice. All right. Yeah, that thing really illuminated beautifully. And that was just one more gesso. Is that stuff fluid at all, or does it have to be painted completely? Wondering if I should start doing it for all the witch bottles. I know gesso usually has to be painted on. Think of it, it works that well, though. It might be worth inventing a bottle brush. I don't know. The brown mahogany looks a little bit too like living wood. We'll see. I am committed to trying stuff right now. And at night in the dark, it all looks spooky anyway, so it won't matter. Sponge on the inside, cool. Hey, Rosani, how's it going? Yeah, we'll see how it goes. Like I said, in the dark and Halloween, it'll all look spooky anyway. I'm just very used to the dark walnut look. And this is just another stain I had from the dollar store that I'd like to use. Well, let's see here. It would not be hard to make some sort of just spongy applicator with a really long stick to shove down the throat of a bottle. I got to do an order from Walmart pretty soon anyway for some diet caffeine-free sody pop. Maybe I'll grab myself a thing of that gesso as well. Just play with some glass. Heaven knows I have plenty of test pieces. And I also really just enjoy experimenting with things too. I'm actually kind of wondering with the witchwood, I might make myself some really dilute black wash with some black acrylic and just water it down and then dribble it into this witchwood, see if it'll take up the corner sections and make a bit of an enhancer for it. I don't know if it'll work. I actually don't even think it'll work, but I'm down to try. I am down to clown. Oh. Sounds like we ran out of David Arkenstone. Yeah, I do love a good witch bottle. Oh, let's just okay. Well, Ventures Therian was a little heavy for right now. Switchblade Symphony is a little depressing. Oh, Skyworld. Skyworld sounds nice. Hey, Rob, how we doing? The TP clay is wonderful stuff, no matter what. There we go. I want to try prepping the cellulose fiber clay the same way. Because the way the TP clay is made, it's so darn fast. Nice. Well, welcome, Rob. Welcome, welcome. This is kind of one of my shorter streams. I was doing a whole lot of proctoring today, and I'll be doing a whole lot of grading tomorrow. I just wanted to get my butt up in the craft room rather than sit in front of the YouTubes going, all right, let's watch more stuff that I've seen before. Maybe the next one. That's better. Good. Yep, pretty much. Yeah, since so many things are in the dark on Halloween anyway. Whoop-de snot. Oh, I'm glad I didn't rinse this bottle ahead of time. Kind of want this one to be a little dirty. Now I know, though, the brown mahogany gives more of a live wood look. If I'm ever going for that. Ooh. Hopefully, new speakers will be here by Saturday, Sunday. Yeah, this would work great on a cane or staff. Agreed. Scratchy music, scratchy music. That's right, I've got the thing routed through my monitor right now. A piece of tape. That looks like a piece of tape. What kind of idiot would put a piece of tape on there? Oh, unfortunately, I know exactly why I did it. I just didn't take it off. Hmm. Hmm. All right, good. Only shoving into the cotton on that other one a lot. It's your butt over there. There we go. Oh, excellent, excellent. Oh, God, I love crafting. It's just so relaxing. Nice. Hmm. Hmm. I'm feeling a temperature drop and a pressure drop. That is also extremely nice. I have no idea what the weather's supposed to be tonight. Hmm. All good. I'm just trying to spread out any. Wow, that wind is so nice. Spread out the stain. I want all this glass to be kind of dirty. Especially this glass. Because that's the one where I put that piece of tape. Oh. Good. Very good. One little witch bottle prototype. Not on this one, no. I find the glass does a perfectly good job at keeping out anything untoward. The only one I had a little bit of not so much difficulty with, but had to flex the old ingenuity. My mother wanted to have a witch bottle with fabric quilt patches on the side of hers, and obviously the downside being that if you have any kind of fabric, either mache paste will soak into it if you use it as a securing method, or wood stain will soak into it. So on that one, we ended up covering all the fabric with packing tape because I didn't really think a paint would reliably shield it. I thought about using UV hardening resin, but that stuff's not cheap. Number one, that stuff's not non-toxic for two. So we opted for the packing tape. Plus, it was prototype bottle, so if it's screwed up, oh well. Now we know. Just want those hands to dry tonight. Oh. But I do have my Krylon triple thick glaze up here, so I wanted to demonstrate all the different sealing products you could use on a pumpkin. Alright, I don't think I used any other brushes tonight. No. Nope, tonight was a low flow evening. Get hands done, or at least get hands palm and back done. Palm on one, back on the other, and stain up that witch bottle. I've got a bunch of double A's next door to charge up, throw in there, and see how it lights. I'm sure it'll be fine. Who knows? Maybe we'll have it be a giveaway item. Possibly for Halloween. I don't know. It would look pretty good, and I've got the materials for it. Just make like a little coin pouch looking thing that'll sit next to it. And that's where you hide the batteries. And that way it looks all contiguous. All right. Well, sadly, folks, that'll be it for me tonight. I just wanted a quick little time to work on these projects and get them all set. If I hadn't been grading all day or proctoring all day and wouldn't be grading all day tomorrow, I'd be staying up later because I got those other 2 pumpkins to work on. But this will be it for now. Welcome back, Christine. Unfortunately, you welcome back just at the time that I'm probably signing off for the night. On the other perk, though, the let's see, which side is it for you? The camera here that kept freezing up continually, I've got its own USB powered cord now, so that should stop ever having a problem. We should be in great shape. Yeah, the tape works quite well for something that might otherwise catch material, but I also introduced my mom to sticking like glass beads and whatnot on the side. Mirror shards also work wonderfully as long as you can handle them safely. Yeah, but any kind of shapy, flexy rock, you can hot glue it, super glue it, or whatever to the side of the bottle. It'll add some nice look for you. I want to try that gesso though, because if that works really well, then I can screw around with bottles as much as I want and look to gift those away more on either Halloween or before. The only thing that's a pain is the puck light. And if you can get those on a good price, even they're not that bad. But still like 16 bucks for 4 of them. So and they do tend to eat batteries. And all the plug-in lights of the same type that I've seen have all been like 35 bucks for 4. So I'd really like to find a nice cheap LED light solution for it. There's probably a perfectly good means out there, even if I have to make a tiny little LED array, because those LEDs themselves can't be expensive at all. And it's just wall adapters. And those are cheap at least. All right, but otherwise, guys, thanks very much for hanging out. Have a fantastic night. I'm going to go lie down and crash. And hopefully we'll have some more crafty rafting tomorrow. So have a good one. Take care and keep your pumpkins shining bright.